Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and a little game called HELLDIVERS 2 recently came out, and man oh man, is it absolutely awesome. Now, there's been a lot of technical issues as far as matchmaking. Performance issues, in my experience, have not been bad whatsoever in terms of the actual game running. I have quite a few hours in the game at this point, and I've had one crash. One crash over a lengthy period of playing the game. I think that's serviceable. Like, I'm not gonna bug out too much about that. And then on top of that, I know that there's some criticism with the anti-cheat and whatnot, but man, you know, also from my standpoint, I haven't had too much of an issue with matchmaking, given that I have a squad of friends to play with. I understand if you're having matchmaking issues, like, it is what it is. Like, I have a group of friends that we just play together, and it's been a really, really enjoyable game. Like, as far as co-op experiences go, this has been one of my favorite games in a long time, but it's not like I play a ton of co-op titles, so keep that in mind. But this game definitely takes me back to the heyday of just absolute insanity in co-op games. And I'm not super into extraction shooters or anything like that, but really having a good time with the game. Now, first of all, here comes the shilling portion of the video. Our good friends at Green Man Gaming, if you're looking to pick the game up, HELLDIVERS 2 is 17% off. You can get it for $34 and change, and then on top of that, this is for XP members, or you could just use the code FEB17. That's FEB17 at checkout. You'll save 17%, you'll get a Steam key, and you'll be good to go. If you want the Super Citizen Edition, which does include the Steeled Veterans Battle Pass, it's called the War Bond, you can save 17% on that as well, and it's $49. Look, as far as microtransactions go, whenever a paid game has microtransactions, I'm going to be down on it. I'm not a big fan of it. However, HELLDIVERS 2 is a budget title. It's $40, $34 with a discount. So it's not like it's a $70 game like Suicide Squad or Skull and Bones that's coming out. And on top of that, the microtransactions have been super, super tame. You can totally play the game free. And on top of that, the super credits, which is the microtransaction currency, you can get super credits free by just playing the game and going through the first war bond, which they give you the first war bond free, and then Steeled Veterans is the premium war bond, and as you go through every page, you can get the super credits, and you can just parlay that in getting the Steeled Veterans add-on. So I feel like the microtransactions are fairly well done. Look, I might just be a shill for this game. I might just be biased. It's not like I'm super well-versed in microtransaction and the scummery that goes into it, but I feel like HELLDIVERS 2 does a pretty good job with it. I don't know. That's my opinion as far as the MTXs go, but as far as the game itself goes, I've just been having a blast, and emphasis on the word blast because this is an absolutely over-the-top game. I absolutely suck at it as well. And, you know, me and my boy tried to play a mission on the challenging difficulty, which is, I believe, the number 4 difficulty, and we got absolutely obliterated. It was like a straight obliteration by our parts in terms of we got obliterated. Like, we had no shot in terms of that, and then we did dock the difficulty down, and we've been playing on that mode. And the game just has some just hilarious moments. I could take you guys back to a recent game we had. We were all trying to extract. We were at the extraction point trying to extract out of there, and I die. My boy calls in a respawn. I respawn back in, and there's bugs attacking us and whatnot, and I just accidentally dome my boy in the head, and he needs to respawn, and the extract point comes, and I'm just like, yeah, screw this guy, and we just all extract and left him for dead, so to speak. You know, this game just inspires a lot of great moments like that, and it's like, yo, nonsense like that is absolutely gonna happen, but you can't take it too seriously. Like, I wouldn't get too salty at your boys if something like that happens. Maybe it's just because I'm a scumbag and I'm doing some of the some of the things that people might get salty about, but man, just having a great time with it, and they do a pretty good job of consistently giving you progression updates and things like that, and the game is going to get consistently updated for a while, so really hoping that it has a healthy community for a while, and right now it's doing very well. As I'm recording this video, the game has 113,000 concurrent Steam players. The peak was 119,000. This beats out every PlayStation release on PC thus far, and beats it out in pretty, like, by a pretty big margin. Before this, God of War was the biggest one at 80,000 and change. Now, obviously, HELLDIVERS 2 is a first-day release, where God of War, Spider-Man, those were, of course, all delayed releases, so you know, take that into account. But this is a game that had a pretty terrible promotion plan, or just pretty terrible marketing leading up to the release of the game. And now what you see is a game that has really spread like wildfire via word of mouth, and it's done very, very well in that regard. The other PlayStation games, to be fair, were delayed releases, and Helldivers 2 was obviously a day one release on PlayStation and PC, but Helldivers 2 is also, it's not like Helldivers is this well-known IP like a God of War, a Spider-Man, a Horizon is, and for it to be pulling numbers like this, especially after what I would deem to be a pretty poor marketing, like a marketing effort by Sony in promoting this game, I think that's tremendous, and obviously the interest of this game, they did a good job of promoting this game the last week, but what really happened was word of mouth, people seeing these crazy clips online, and it really popping off from that. So happy about that this game ended up doing really well from a commercial standpoint, and hopefully this incentivizes them to really update the game and get it to a suitable state, because again, I do hear about these matchmaking issues. They did drop an update yesterday and noted, okay, we have another build for PC. Since we launched, we've been working hard at solving some persistent crashes and bugs, especially the matchmaking issues you've likely seen and felt by now. In this new build, we've managed to improve the matchmaking success rate further, but unfortunately, it's not all the way there yet. The full solution might take additional days of work before it's fully functional. By the way, we have noticed that it works best if you can join an active game by searching on planets rather than triggering quick play. In this build, we've also addressed 3 other crashes. Please refer to the patch notes for more info. Additionally, Cigar had mentioned earlier that we hope to send you a PlayStation patch today, but it's proving to take a little bit longer than expected. Thank you for your patience. And there, they talk about getting it sorted out and whatnot. And yeah, the game is doing incredibly well from a commercial reception, and it'll be interesting to see if this number does grow. Now, whenever a multiplayer game does release throughout the week, it usually peaks Saturday and Sunday morning. That's exactly what happened with Palworld. Came out on a Friday morning, peaked Saturday and Sunday in terms of that 3-day stretch, but Palworld continued to grow, and now it's tapered off a little bit. It's like at 400,000 concurrent players last I checked. Which obviously, some people are like, Palworld is dying, guys. It's at the end of the road. Palworld's falling off, guys. Which is that it's gonna happen to Helldivers 2. You peak when the game comes out. You might go a little bit higher in the, coming week. But then ultimately, 2-3 weeks in, you are gonna stabilize at whatever number you're gonna be at. With Helldivers 2, hopefully it's 30 to 40,000, and that range would be pretty good. And, this game does have cross-platform play. So as long as they get the matchmaking fixed up, it should be fine from a community standpoint. I really do expect it to be fine. And hopefully as they get matchmaking fixed up and the game gets better, more and more people will check out. It is a live service game ultimately, so updates and whatnot are going to be at the heart of it, but it looks like it has a healthy amount of content and replayability, and I'm enjoying it for what it is right now. And I do think it's a very key element that the game is $40. If this was a $60 release for the base game, I do think it would have had trouble, but I think people got to look at stuff like Palworld, stuff like Helldivers 2. These games are coming out at budget price points, and if you compare them to some of these $70 games coming out, $70, guys, like, there's no reason games like Forspoken and Immortals of Aveum should be $70. Like, we got problems there. Helldivers 2, Palworld, they're showing that maybe it'd be best going for a more attractive price route, and Helldivers 2 is doing fairly well, and I don't think it would be doing this well if it was $60. So that's my 2 cents on that. Definitely interested to hear what you guys think. I'm enjoying the hell out of this game, and it's only going to get better and better. At least that would be the hope. And by the way, performance-wise, I have the game maxed out. Runs really well from an actual frame rate standpoint, and 1 crash throughout my entire time with the game, which I think, all things considered, is fairly decent. But let me know your thoughts down below. If you do want to buy the game, link to GMG. Use the code FEB17, and you'll get it a little bit cheaper. But again, that'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.